kinds of deers running through these woods over here. Huh? There's all kinds of animals talking to me out here. You can hear the birds. The deers was snuffing at me, trying to get me to run out of their neighborhood. It's like a gang war out here with this shit, with these deers. These deers, they hold up territory, and you come into their territory, they're gonna push you out. I've seen a couple people get gored to death by the antlers of the deer when you go in there, if you're not from their neck of the woods. Literally. I'm just out here for a walk. I'm in South Jersey. If you know where I'm at, come by, say hello. I know I got people here that watch me, so you know where I'm at. Come chill at the cemetery / park. You know, we got deers, we got squirrels, and we got dead bodies over there, buried, deceased. R.I.P. Rest in peace. Just got back from Canada, guys. I don't know how many shows I did. 10 shows in Canada, something like that. I never knew I would be received so well in Canada. Never would have thought that many people know who I am out there. Insane. Insane. There goes the little squirrel hopping along. What's up, Larry? Larry, have you seen Mike around? Either that squirrel's deaf or he's totally ignoring me. Anyways, the Canadian shows were amazing. The Canadian audience, the Canadian people in general, everywhere I went, you know, because I shot a bunch of prank stuff, you know, goofing around. Some of it's uploaded already. You've seen it. Some of it's coming soon. And just, they're a different breed of people, man. It's like a lake separates kindness from meanness in New York and Philly. They're not like that in New York and Philly. I mean, I seen a guy coming out of TD Bank in Toronto, and I stood right there. And when he came out, I made eye contact with him, and I looked at him and I said, and you know what he said? He said, "Oh, you have a good day too, sir." I don't get those people. Too damn nice. That's Route 130 in South Jersey, Cinnaminson. Beautiful here. By the way, I didn't tell you guys this, but when I drove to Canada, I had a brand new fishing rod with me, a frog rod, with a almost brand new Shimano Corrado reel on it, in the back of my truck like an idiot, and somebody swiped it. You know, I've had a rod and reel in my truck year-round. I don't even take it out anywhere I go. I never take it out. Never had a problem. You cross that border to Canada, they're thieves over there. They're real nice and kind, but they'll steal your shit. They'll steal your damn fishing rod right out of your truck. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's got a fountain there. So yeah, I was a little bit upset with that. That was like a $400 setup I had in there. Lesson learned. Don't never go to Canada. Never again. I ain't going back to Canada ever again. Well, I'm going in like a week and a half, but then after that, I'm not going ever again. Well, then I'm going back 6 months after that again. Canada loved the show. We had a great time. I guesstimated I probably met close to 1,000 people at least. So here I am live in South Jersey, back home. I'm home for a few days. I'll be in Phoenix, and then I'll be back in Canada, I think in Vancouver or something, or Montreal, somewhere around there. I don't really know. I'm really terrible with my schedule. All I really know how to do is get on the stage and act a fool. That's it. Everything else is incidentals. I got people hit me up like, yo, you got to make a video about this. You got to share this. You got to do this, that, and whatever. That ain't me, pal. I ain't with the credentials, you know what I'm saying? I'm not interested. I ain't a salesman, if you will. I'm a showman. And in Waterloo, Ontario, I was in Ontario for the most part. That's the only state I was in, or province I was in. Uh, Waterloo, I forget how many people were at that show. I want to say 200, maybe 250. No, not 250, maybe like 225. That crowd was insane. It was like 1,000 people were there that night. And then when I got off stage, they screamed, "We want more." They chanted, "We want more," until I came back out and did more show. It was my first ever encore, so I had to come back out, I don't know, for another 10 minutes or so as myself, because when I left, I was Chip Diamond. I was in the Chip Diamond wardrobe at the end of the show. They had a great time. They wanted more. They wanted more. And every venue that I did, everybody was at the meet and greets. Amazing, wonderful, wonderful time. Um, yeah. Boricua, Howdy, the hacker. Congrats, bro. Thank you. I mean, I just feel like I feel like I'm on this path, this mission to go out and just meet the people and hang out with the people that started watching my YouTube channel back in 2006 or 7 or 8 or 9 or whenever they came aboard. And I'm meeting these people at my shows. We've been watching you 15 years. We've been watching you 18 years. And, they're quoting shit in videos that I haven't even seen in 15 years, folks. Oh, gosh. I don't know what I'm going to even do anymore. Get my steps in while I get my smoke in, too. That's just, sometimes you got to do both. You know what I mean? And I have shows in LA. I'll be at the comedy store. I'll be in Sacramento. I'll be in some other places in Cali. I don't really remember. I heard I'm going to be in Ohio. Hey, edbassmaster.com. That's what I forgot to tell you. I have a website, and it has my dates on there. And you can get tickets there if you want to come see me and hang out. I'm telling you, we had a blast. I was putting them some bitches on the news. Let me see, how do I... I don't know how. Yo. I see what you're saying, Francisco. I know you was asking about testy and shit. You know what I'm saying, on the strength. You know what I mean? But I've been laying low key, you know what I'm saying? I've been laying low. Because I got warrants and shit. And they was knocking at my cousin's house on Tuesday, Felipe, asking about me and shit. So I know they still looking for me, so I got to lay low. You know what I'm saying? On the strength, yo. Because if I get picked up on them warrants and shit, I'm going away for a long time. You ain't gonna see your boy for a long time, you know what I'm saying? For real, for real. So I ain't trying to get picked up. I'll be laying low and shit. You know what I'm saying? Keep lock, stock, barrel, you know what I mean? Hanging with the deers and shit. You know what I mean? Boston. I'd love to go to Boston again, Billy. We'll see what's going on. I know that, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You literally can't make this shit up. If you know, you know. Yeah. Put him on the freaking news. You're a legend. Thanks, B. Love your glasses. Thank you, Faye. These glasses were very, very expensive. You know, I usually don't like to splurge, but I ended up paying like 18 bucks for these damn things. I was like, you know what? Everybody needs a nice pair of shades. So I have some nice shades too, but for like 18 bucks I paid for these. I like them. What happened to the junkie guy Ed was trying to help get back on his feet approximately a year ago? He had a chance to live life again. Is he RIP? James. So James is asking a legit question about Mike, the guy I was trying to help from Kensington. And Mike OD'd and passed away going on like 3 years, I think, or 2 years. Yeah, he had it, you know, he did have a chance, but he was suffering bad, man. That dude was suffering something horrible. And it got him, man. It got a grip on him. And it happens to the best of them. Don't ever count yourself out. Don't ever feel like you're not going to ever end up homeless or on serious drugs. You think they thought they were going to be doing that shit when they were 15, 16, 17? No. Trust me. Shit happens. You know, you can get injured and then Big Farm's got you doped up for a year and then they take them away. Where you think you're getting high again? Getting pain-free again. And that's actually what happened to Mike. He had kidney stones and they gave him pain medicine and then it was all from there, downhill. So, there's that. Christian, thank you. Can you please do mumbles? Sure, Christian. Hey, Christian, how can one wash a Catholic? Can't one of them, Jesus Christ, he won't die more than Savior. Kept on washing, he said, Bartle do. He said, keep on washing, he said, Mom, and I'm going to bring out the demons. Keep on pouring out the kumara, just with the spirits. He going to wash out, hallelujah, pour that says, kumara people, and saying to pay the his bills. He's going to pay his bills. You got to pay us now and give us the money. Can't pour the size of kumara. And more than $50, you can't want to pass the bucket around. You want to ask him, you want to help us out, you got help. You can't want to die to be the church, and you want to be with the Savior and Jesus Christ. Can't want to help God does. Now, this out here's a picture. These are pictures of men in pictures. Pictures of babies taking pictures of men. That's what it is. I'll try to tell you, camouflage. You know what I mean? Matches. It's matches. So yeah, you know where I'm at. There was Mumbles. Of course, I don't have the Mumbles teeth in. With the Mumbles teeth, it sounds more mumbly, right, guys? Because you have those big dentures in. Come to Boston. I know I'm trying to come to Boston. Be humble. Enough said, of course. You know, have you ever seen me not be humble? No. So I hope you're telling everybody else in the chat to be humble, because you certainly aren't telling me to be humble, or you obviously don't know me. So there's that lesson right there, my man, or my lady, or my person. Blue Moon, yes, I remember those. Psh, where's Chip? Can't wait to see you. Got my ticket. I love you too. I don't know where you're going to be. Sorry, it scrolled up and I couldn't scroll back down. Did you love Iowa, Ed? I've loved everywhere I've gone, honestly. Everywhere I've gone has been its own experience. And don't get me wrong, there's some towns that I went to that were pieces of shit and there was nothing to do and it was just drug infested crap. But I love them. They were experiences. Iowa, you know, Iowa's beautiful, first of all. You know, just driving through there really sucks. Because all you see is cornfields for days. But Canada, now I was in Ontario, you know, what is that, like the southeast, I guess? It's more like Jersey and Iowa and other places, Indiana, that you've been. It doesn't look, there's no crazy mountains there. There's no crazy forests that I saw. It's like city, it's like industrial. It's like South Jersey, really. Maybe down towards like Vineland or some shit. And, you know, they're hardworking people. Along the lake is beautiful, of course. Lake Ontario is, you know, there's tons of stuff there. It's ginormous. You got to check it out. The weather was really cold and crappy. But what made up for the lack of um, landscape and weather were the people. The people there, well, you've seen the old couple, the elderly couple that I said the jaguar bit the fingers off at the zoo. She's a sweetheart. She gave me 2 hugs, squeezing me, telling me she loved me. She didn't know me from Tom, Dick, or Larry. So that was kind of neat to experience that. And I experienced a lot of that, a lot of down-to-earth people, much like New Mexico. New Mexico, I noticed that everybody I encountered in New Mexico was friendly, was, you know, real personable people, you know, poor bastards. Couldn't have 2 pennies to rub together, but they're kind as hell because they're humble and they know where they came from. Let's see, I saw somebody else gave me money, but I think they took it back because it disappeared. Is that what that means? If you took it back, I'm sorry. Could you please reverse the refund? I don't know why you refunded the money. What did I do wrong? You took the money back. What did I do wrong? Tell me in the comments why you issued a refund for yourself. And I would like a reversal on that refund, please. You don't put money in the tank and then withdraw it from the bank, okay? It's not how it works around here. At this point, I'm just walking in circles. The thing I like about South Jersey is people say, well, I was born and raised in and around Philly. Like I always lived like within 5 minutes from Philly my whole life. And I was born there. And in the last 25 years of my life, I lived in Philly. And I love it there. I'm there all the time still. Hold on. Let me say thank you to this guy for he does another refund. Only just came across your channel. Your videos are getting me through tough time. Thank you so much. More of Mr. Lowry. Much love from England. Wow. Loyal rock fan. Sorry to hear that you're going through some dark times. And, you know, I was just say, hang in there because I just found a dead turtle and his life is over. His life is done. He is smashed. You still have your life. It can still be saved. It can still be saved. So thank you for the donation. Unnecessary, but I'm grateful for you. Thank you. And I'm in England. I'll be in England, I think, in October. So come see me live. Your ticket's on me. Message me on Instagram if I can find it. I'll try to find it if you message me. But I will give you tickets to the show because you're going through some hard times and everybody deserves a freebie, you know what I'm saying? And we trying to get some freebies and shit. You know how we do. What I was going to say about South Jersey is all the green. I love green. I have to have green. I couldn't survive in the desert. Even though they have some green, I need rain. I need green in my life. And when you're walking through here and you smell fresh air, fresh oxygen coming off of these trees. I mean, yeah, the freeway's right there, but you know what I'm getting at, folks. Go to the forest if you really want to breathe better. That's what I'm talking about. All right? Quit fucking bitching and moaning. Crying out loud. I'm going to do a nature video for you right now. Show you some... Oh, well, that one flew away. Where is he? That over there is a red robin. It's a bird. There you go. And as we go along, you know what I mean? I'll tell you all the animals that we see. What is that? There's a cat. There's a cat up on the hill. That little black dot right there is a cat. See him running? There he goes. He's running. It's a cat. Yeah, how you doing, boss? How's things? Oh, he didn't stick around. Be honest with you, I don't know what's up here. I don't know what I'm getting into, so I'm probably going to turn around. Eyewitness. Yeah, there was I had videos back then that, jeez, people tell me about, damn, I forgot about that. And made him great. Shit. Somebody said I was a great guy and met me several times. Thank you for that. I didn't catch the rest of it. Children of the Corn, yes. I work. I dig graves. Maybe I work should show up at this cemetery tomorrow with a shovel. Let me dig holes. New message. I'm trying. All of them are being held for review. Why is that? I don't know. Why are all those messages being held for review? I have no idea. But I'm not doing it, so... Or am I doing that? Did I hit something that did that? This message is being held for review. This message is being held for review. Well, look at that lake. Ontario, would you look at that lake? It was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. Well, you know, you've always heard Canadians were nice growing up, you know, in the Philadelphia area. You know, it was a myth. It was a legend that Canadians were kind. They were nice people. That's all I really knew about them. That and that they like hockey. Okay, so hey, I did a little research myself. Those people up there, they're nice. They're a whole nother generation. And yeah, had a good time up there. But I'm going to see the real part of Canada the next time I go. So, live shows, I'm all over. EdBassmaster.com is the dates. I'm doing shows with Tony D. Tony D's on Instagram. He does the Italian Jewish rabbi Arab, you know, with the yellow construction vest. He does a bunch of skits like that. He and I have done several live shows together, and we're doing a bunch more. We're going to have a good time. Hope you come see us. We'll be all over. And I will be in the UK in October. And I'll let you know as soon as I find out the dates. But the venues, from what I know, have all been locked in. And so are the dates, actually, which I forgot. But anyways, it don't matter. And then hopefully Europe, like the Netherlands, not Europe, the Netherlands, in, I don't know, in the snow. Put it to you that way, in the snow. It's like you're in the safari and you got the Indy 500 over there racing and shit. You know, this, you can't win. You can't have the best of nothing. The best of both worlds, nothing. I tell you, I go up into the mountains. Watch, I'm going to complain to this guy. If this guy comes this way, I'm going to complain to him. I'm going to tell him about this shit. You know, I go up into the mountains. I got fresh air. I got no traffic, no smog. I come out here, this is horse shit. It don't make no kind of sense. Of course, they got the damn highway right there. Cars whizzing by, blowing the smog and the fumes over here while you're trying to walk and get exercise and get some oxygen and fresh air. You can't even do it out here. You know? And half of these people, they don't want to hear about it. They don't want to tell you about it. They don't want to talk about it or nothing. I tell it like it is. It's smog. We ain't supposed to be breathing in smog. I have some videos coming, yes. Not that anybody asked, but I do. I'm sitting on like a couple videos that I shot in... Where was that in California? You guys know where I was when I was in California just last time. South of LA, somewhere in Orange County. I forget where I was. Respect to all of our fallen, I don't know if these are soldiers or what. I don't think this is this is not a military cemetery. It's beautiful, ain't it though, guys? Ain't it beautiful? Aside from that goddamn highway over there, blowing smog over this way, you know what? This is pissing me off. I'm gonna talk to this guy right here. This guy's fishing. He understands. He knows about this shit. And then I'm going to let you guys go. Because this is ridiculous with this freeway running right through here. Here you are trying to fish and enjoy nature and get, you know what I mean, fresh oxygen. And then you got this damn highway over there blowing smog everywhere. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. These was trees that was blown over in the storm right here. They had a big storm and blew all the trees over. You remember that? You remember that? The trees was blown off in the storm. You heard about that? Yeah, and the big ones they had on the front lawn in the cemetery, gone. Out of here. You know what? I come here to relax and get some oxygen, and then I look over and see that damn highway and get a whiff of that smog. That pisses me off to no end. I'm trying to get to Alaska. I'm probably going to end up in Alaska. What do you fish for, bass?
Yeah.
What do you got, a Rapala?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I was just in Canada. They stole my rod right out of my pickup truck. I drove to Canada up there. You believe that shit? Up to Ontario? 7-hour drive just to get my fishing rod stolen from those crooks. Them Canadians are crooks. They're real nice to your face, but they're, yeah, I'm serious, but they're crooks behind your back. Trust me. Oh, it's a beautiful day, though.
Yeah. Figured I'd get an hour in.
Beautiful day. South Jersey. I came over from Philly thinking the grass was going to be greener on the other side, and for the most part it is. But with that smog from 130, it's driving me freaking nuts. Where at?
I grew up in Somerton, Northeast Philly.
Yeah, Somerton, Bustleton, I know all that.
I lived in Mayfair.
Nice.
I moved over there.
Cinnamon too?
No, actually Delanco.
Yeah, it's nice over there too.
In Del Ram, but we moved to
Delanco's on you're on the river?
Yeah, 55 and over, right?
Nice, nice. Yep. Yeah, I come down here once in a while to get fresh air, you know, because you need that green oxygen. And I'll smoke a doob to counter effect it, you know what I mean? And just the car noise is just driving me nuts. Driving me nuts. You ever get any bass out of here?
I do, but it's been tough so far.
Yeah, you know why? Probably because so many people come here and like these guys, they're throwing, you know, bread and shit, and then they're leaving the trash over there, right? They're leaving paper plates and fucking cups and bags.
There's catfish, there's big carp.
Yeah, well, that's what they're doing.
I don't fish this.
Nah, me neither. I'm a bass fisherman. Look at the hat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're in here, but I don't know how many real big ones.
Yeah, I tried it a couple times, no luck. And now, like I says, my shit got stolen right out of the back of my truck. I have a rod and reel in the back of my pickup truck for 10 years. Never nothing. I go to Canada and they freaking steal it. I got on the whistle with my manager. I said, I'm never coming back to Canada again. Never again. They can bite it. The hell is that? Looked like thought it was a fish at first.
There's fish on that other side too.
Oh, that's real shallow over there. All right, pal. Good luck. Good luck, man. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. See, he understands. He knows about the smog. It's like a smorgasbord over there. Well, folks, I just wanted to tap in to say hi to you guys. See how y'all was doing in this, that, and the third. And I don't know why I'm still talking in a New York accent and something big just freaking jumped there. What the frick was that? That had to be a carp. That's got to be a carp. Because this is real shallow over here. You see what I'm saying? Got the brand new Grinch socks on. What do you know about the Grinch, huh? In the fucking summertime. Forget about it. It's beautiful. It don't get no beautifuler than this. It don't get no beautifuler than this. Oh, I was going to read some comments. That's it. Ed, can you stop for a moment and just look at that? Yeah. Would you just look at that? Look at that. Did you guys have fun on the live stream? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Oh, and I got a couple dollars. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. A few dollars. Quite a few. Look at that. Look at that. Cha-ching. Look at that. They're paying us to be here. Would you look at that? Tony D is funny. I love San Fran, man. That was one of my favorite shows ever. That was a sick show. Ugh. How you doing? You want tequila? We gonna bring tequila back. Trust me, I got you. I got you. Dude, I can't keep up with these comments. These comments are insane. Are you ever going to do a tequila video? Yes, 100%. 1,000,000% on that. But I also want to tell you this, guys. Um, what else did I want to tell you? I mentioned this before. I was live streaming on Kick, and I know I asked a bunch of people to go over to Kick and follow me, and a couple thousand people did. But I am just not getting the technology end of it. And my brain is too slow for that, because they're all about like, the super chat and making money and getting your donations. And I don't really give a shit. I really don't. I want to thank people. Yes. If there's a super chat, or if there's a way here, what is there, an app that I can look at? This guy was telling me Live Beam, and I can look at messages on a whole nother screen or chat. Yeah, I would do that. But I'm not sitting here with a computer screen. Like if I'm walking and I have my phone in my hand and I decide, hey, I'm on a nature walk, I want to say what's up to everybody, I'm not going to go looking for a fucking laptop to get comments and shit and get money. So you guys got to handle the money in here. You got to do that. You got to do that. You're forced to sign up for this program. This is the live stream. It's $19.99 a month. So you guys got to pay up now. Otherwise I'm going to bill you for this shit. And then, I could put you in the collections as well if you like. I could put you in the collections. So you might as well just pay it now and get it over with. It's $19.99. You get a month's worth of live stream. That's or maybe one live stream. Depends how I'm feeling. But I'll start live streaming more, for real. I'm going to start live streaming more and take it serious. And I feel like, I don't know, I can't really describe it, but when I'm on YouTube, it feels more right. I feel like I'm home, I feel like, okay, this is where I belong with the whole live stream. Kick is great. They offered, they were paying me hourly to stream. And I essentially walked away from it. It wasn't about that. It's not about the money all the time. But that's fine. If it works out, I'll continue to do live streams on YouTube. And they can get very, I didn't live stream a whole lot in Canada. It was very, very nonstop. Like, it was hard. It was hard to, no more excuses. Shut up. Next time I go on a trip, yeah, it's basically vacation. Next time I go, I will live stream more, I promise. Because I want to show you guys. Well, I did the live stream from Niagara Falls. That's right. That was the only real exciting thing I did the whole time in Canada. That was the only thing I did. I did nothing else but shows and drive. That was it. So that day, I got to town a few hours early, and I went to check out the falls, and I wanted to get on the boat that went into the falls. That was amazing. Did you see that live stream? Let me know if you did. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell, guys. All right, stay cool, stay humble, stay happy, stay smiling, be happy. If you're in a dark place, get the fuck out of it. Pack your shit up and get out of the dark hole right now. Only you can get out of the dark hole. I can't come over there and lift you out of the hole. You have to get out of the dark hole. Climb out of it, close that door, open the front door and go back out and start over. And say, I got this. No problem, okay? All right, guys. Talk to you later, babe.